Hey everybody, let's talk about why the gut is related to the skin and why when your gut heals, your skin also becomes more vibrant, healthy, more radiant, and also more firm. So we know by now that you can have an unhealthy gut based on the population of bacteria that you have inside your gut microbiome. So if you have an increase in population of unhelpful bacteria and less of the helpful bacteria that help balance out your health, keep the gut lining intact, that's when we can start to notice something called gut dysbiosis. And there's varying levels of severity, right? The worse your gut health is, in theory, the more symptoms you will have, like skin issues, weight issues, energy level. There are tons of abnormalities and symptoms that your body will start to have when your gut health is out of balance. And it doesn't just stay limited to the digestive tract, you guys. And I believe that you know that already by now, but if you'd like to learn more about every single area of gut health, I have a book out. It's called Gut Health Reset, and the link is below. I invite you to read that book if you're really serious about understanding what it is behind the gut that will change pretty much your health in every single area. But namely, the book focuses on weight loss, energy levels, and also anxiety. So go ahead and check that out if that interests you. But for your skin, how does this work, right? So we have our gut epithelial layer is supposed to be really tight. And what I mean by that is there are cells, just like every single other area of our body, that are supposed to be tight together. Like, we don't want space in between our cells, because when that happens, it leaks. So when we get leaking from poor gut health or gut dysbiosis from a lack of good population, then the gut lining starts to open and things can leak out where they shouldn't leak out otherwise. So what does that do? It creates inflammation. And so this can actually manifest and express itself on the surface of your skin. So you see your rash, rosacea, eczema, acne. And there is actually research coming out right now that is linked with babies born via cesarean section that get exposed to different microbes than if they were born via the vaginal canal. Those babies often have a higher incidence of food allergies, food sensitivities, and eczema due to the environment that their gut microbiome starts growing from. So it's so interesting. There are GI map tests that can help you see the concentration of which kind of bacteria you have. I will be talking more about that in the future, because I may take a test myself soon. I will be sure to update you on that, because it'll be so interesting to see my profile and how mine looks after 5 years now of gut healing and redoing my gut health routine. Actually, this past month, I'll be updating you on that soon, but it's going well. Anyway, so we want to make sure that whatever we do, our gut population we're nurturing it more towards the helpful bacteria that can give our body more of a benefit, keep the gut lining tight and intact, and then also protected with a good thick mucus layer, right? So we don't want the mucus layer to thin. We don't want our gut lining to have space in between the cells, because that's when inflammation can happen and damage to the gut tissue can happen. So those are two things we namely need to work towards. And as a byproduct, your skin will start to firm up, the elasticity will improve, and then also collagen production. So collagen production actually helps produce this structure underneath our skin. And so bacteria actually help support this elasticity and this firmness in our skin as well. Some strains are better at it than others. And it's all just really interesting to think about how our gut microbes, like the bacteria in our skin, they can actually help us reduce like fine lines, signs of aging, and then dull looking skin. So it's really something to explore if you're struggling with your skin. I always suggest, if your skin is not where you want it to be, don't go topical, don't do creams and stuff until you start investing in your gut microbiome, and doing that for 3 to 6 months, giving your body the chance to just rebuild, reconcentrate, and heal up. You will see changes in your skin. And this is something that I always talk about with my family, my friends, and my clients too, because I want them to know the truth about what it is, you know, that you're working towards. If you want to see a particular result, skin, you have to go to the gut first. So another area that we are seeing possibly help our skin is gut microbes. They produce these things called short chain fatty acids, which help give our cells energy and do a lot of different things throughout the body. But one theory is that when your gut microbes are healthier, you have a more healthy population of them, then the fatty acids that your body is, you know, transporting to the skin are actually supporting your skin and helping it be more balanced, like more moist, like a better moisture balance, and then support all of the aspects of healthy skin. So that's another theory behind why exactly and how gut microbes support our skin health. And I'm buying it because my story, I don't talk about my skin health that much in like the realm of gut health because I just don't feel like people are asking that many questions about gut health and skin. But it's worth mentioning. It's not just an honorable mention. I had eczema really bad for most of my life. Ever since I can remember, I've had a rashy red patch on my skin, and I was always going to the dermatologist. I mean, this is what, you know, we're taught to do is like you have a skin condition, go to the dermatologist, get like a topical cream. So many people get into trouble with topical steroids because you can't live without them and your body develops a dependence on them. If you stop using them, you start having these reactions in your skin. Things get so much swelling and things get worse. So look it up. There's nightmare stories about this. But this actually, I never needed to go to the dermatologist ever again for anything for the last 5 years because I was flaring up or anything like that. Ever since I healed my gut and I did rebalance my gut microbiome, I sealed up the gut lining. I believe that for some reason, ever since I was like a little girl, of course I still have eczema, I have dry skin, my hands, they look all right now, but I was always made fun of by my peers because my hands look like old lady hands, and it made me so self-conscious and upset because I feel like, you know, nobody wants to be told when they're like 15 years old, oh, your hands look like an old lady. Like, no thanks. Like, that's horrible. You just want to be loved and accepted, and you want to feel like you're pretty and you want to feel like you're attractive. So this, you know, this is a thing that we need to address. If you have children or if you yourself have issues with rash, eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, acne, don't neglect gut health. Do something in a line of gut, like do a gut healing plan. You can follow the one in my book. That one is the one that I did to basically solve all of my issues. I put it in step-by-step format inside of my book. And I'm actually redoing it because I had, last year I had some issues with my gut. If you want to hear more about that video, I will link that video right here. But you guys, if you have questions, please drop them below. Let me know how you have dealt with, you know, your skin in the past. Have you ever done any gut healing for your skin issues? Do you have skin issues at all? Share below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.